Happy Sentinels Tuesday, everybody. It's a new month, so we're doing a new hero today. It is Alcatraz Smedry from Alcatraz versus the Evil Librarians? That's what it says on the card back. I am not even going to pretend that I know anything about this, other than I think it is a book series. This was made by Archie the 7th, and it is in fact an Archie day. Before I go further into the game, I want to do a little housekeeping first. On the 21st of this month, I will be having nasal surgery, which means that either that week or the week after there will be no video. That following Sunday there will be no stream, and when I start streaming again is going to depend entirely on how long it takes to recover and what I sound and feel like. Probably more what I sound like. First week's going to be awful, but it's going to take at least like 2 weeks before I can do things. So if there is a gap in Sentinels Tuesday videos, that's why. And if there isn't, that means that I was able to stream a whole lot over the next couple of weeks, but I'm not counting on that. But anyway, Alcatraz is going to be fighting Akash Mecha alongside Renegade Cricket, the new Daedalus powered up variant that I made, and the Hunted Naturalist, and they'll be fighting in the Mystery Shack, another Archie deck. So, Akash Mecha says, start of the game, this card enters play, search the villain deck for all copies of Entomb and put them onto this card, shuffle the villain deck and flip this card. We get 2 collections, so let's go ahead and pull those. Try and get ones that we didn't have last time. Focus and Control, and Unwavering Order. Okay, take a look at those in a second. So Akash Mecha's got 165 HP. When a primeval limb would be destroyed, put onto this card instead. At the start of the villain turn, she deals the hero target with the highest HP X lightning damage, where X is the number of cards under this card. At the end of the villain turn, she deals each target other than herself 2 energy damage. Then each non-hero target other than Akash Mecha deals her 1 irreducible melee damage. So her stuff's going to be fighting her as well as you. Also, I noticed she's the Naturalist Nemesis, and he's out here in his best form, so this could go quickly. So our 2 collections, let's see, we have search your deck and trash for a relic, put into play, shuffle your deck and regain 5 HP. I don't know that Alcatraz has any relics, so that's not going to be useful. Or destroy up to 3 targets with 3 or fewer HP. That would be probably useful. And then we have search your deck and trash for an equipment card, put into play, shuffle your deck, then use a power. Or reveal cards from a deck until up to 3 targets are revealed, put them into play, shuffle the other revealed cards in the deck. Okay, so somebody can get a free equipment with a free power on it. Probably be Alcatraz on his turn. Alright, so here goes nothing. She hits the highest for 3, and that's Daedalus. Ensnaring Brambles. Cool. Everybody take 2, and then this hits her for 1, and Alcatraz cannot deal damage. Well, heck. So it's worth noting, these are not going to damage her when we kill them, so we really want to focus on her. Let's do Echo Navigation. Replace or discard the top card of each deck. Let's not have the Living Wax figures. And she's going to let herself draw a card. So let's reveal the top card of a hero deck. It's going to be Alcatraz. I may discard a card to put that card into play, otherwise put it in the player's hand. We will discard the Sound Masking and play Bestower's Lenses. The power is select a hero, increase the next damage dealt by that hero by X, and reduce the next damage dealt by Alcatraz by X. The selected hero may use a power. X on this card equals the number of talents in your track. That'll give him something to do. Draw a card. Daedalus has nothing super interesting to do. I guess I'll play the Hoplite Armor. So his new power is Emergency Shunt. The next time Daedalus would deal himself damage, redirect it to the non-hero target with the lowest HP, draw a card. That said, I'm going to do the Hoplite Armor power. We will discard Force Wave Doru so I can play Graviton Cannon and not draw a card. Naturalist is going to, Shifter's Strength. Let's drop 1 so I can draw that Primal Charge, and then I'm going to play Blend into the Pack. And then Power will take Gazelle, draw 4 cards with Primal Charge, and draw another card. Get anything good? No. Of course not. Alright, Alcatraz cannot deal damage. Okay, let's do a reversed function in that case. This is a talent. Select a target. Akash Mecha. Redirect the next damage dealt by that target to itself. If there are 2 or more talents in your trash, redirect the next damage dealt by a hero target to itself, then shuffle your trash into your deck. So he's got some collateral damage issues, but it takes a while to build those up. So we'll take and tap her to remind ourselves that her start of turn damage goes to her. His base power is the Dark Talent. Draw a card or play a card. If a talent was not drawn or played this way, discard the top card of your deck. So that can fill up your trash with talents pretty quickly if you're not careful. That said, I think we'll go ahead and use the Bestower's Lenses. We'll increase the next damage dealt by Daedalus by 1, and reduce the next damage dealt by Alcatraz by 1, and draw a card. The Mystery Shack plays Stanley Pines. Each player must put a card from their hand under this card. Okay. At the end of the environment turn, a player may discard a card to put their card under this card into play. They do, and this card is at max HP. That player draws a card. Let's have Alcatraz do it. So discard a card and get Calloused Outlook. The first time Alcatraz will be dealt damage each turn, you may redirect that damage to another hero target. Whenever one of your cards destroys one or more hero cards or causes a player to discard one or more cards, Alcatraz regains a hit point. And Stanley is at full, so he can draw a card to replace the one that he discarded. And that's it for that. Alright, start of turn, she hits herself for 3. And we get our Royal Phalanges. Okay, everybody take 2. He should actually have 1 less HP. This is going to be a rough game for the Naturalist. He only takes 1. The Limbs and Stan both hit her for 1 each, so that's 3 damage. Alcatraz still cannot deal damage. Daedalus gets hit for... I actually don't want to play Swarming Frequency. Let's do Grasshopper Kick. Yeah, let's go ahead and just do that. Make her immune to environment damage till the start of her turn. Do I still have my webcam on? I do. I wasn't supposed to have that on. Why did nobody say anything? Daedalus deals a target 5, make that 6 energy damage, and draws 5 cards. I need 7 to get the thing to happen. Well, let's go ahead and fly free, discard a card and play the Icarus. I can use 2 powers. So yeah, we'll go ahead and activate Emergency Shunt to draw a card, and then I can discard a card and play a card. Let's actually Sensorium Sweep. Draw 4 cards. The top 4 cards of a deck, discard 2, put the other 2 back on top. This will be highly useful, I assume. Not really. So he has 6 cards in hand. He will draw a card. End of his turn, he's got 7 cards in hand, so he deals himself 4 fire damage. That gets redirected to Stan. Whoops. Sorry, Stan. But that's fine. Destroy that card. And that's how he works. I think Predator's Eye is entirely worth it, so we'll throw that on Akash Mecha. Power, Naturalist will add Crocodile. Play Bestial Shift. He heals 3, he doesn't have any powers to use, but then he deals target 3 toxic damage, make that 4 from Predator's Eye, 5 because it's his nemesis, to Akash Mecha. Draw a card, and Gazelle wears off. Let's see, Alcatraz still cannot deal damage, so let's play Distressed Breaking, ongoing talent. The first time Alcatraz is dealt damage each turn, discard the top card of your deck, and Alcatraz deals a target 3 irreducible melee damage, if he can. Then if there are 2 or more talents in your trash, discard 2 cards, shuffle your trash and this card into your deck. So power, that damage is irreducible, so I could do Bestower's Lenses again if I knew someone was going to deal damage. How about Cricket? Cricket a +1, give him a -1, draw a card. Alright, the Mystery Shack plays the world's most distracting object. Whenever a target deals damage, reduce damage dealt by that target this turn by 1. Oh, that'll be nice. Start of the environment turn, if there are no criminal or employee cards in play, destroy this card. So, Akash Mecha hits the highest for 3. That is Naturalist again, so he takes a whole 4. Reduce her damage by 1. Plays another Phalanges, because we knew that was on top. End of turn. Let's see. She will hit Daedalus for actually nothing. She will hit Cricket for 1, reduce her damage. She hits everybody else for nothing. And then these all are going to hit her for 1, make that 2. So 6 damage from the limbs, and reduce their damage by 1. Alcatraz still cannot deal damage. Actually, you know what? Screw that. Naturalist can't deal damage. They're all tied, and 2 highest get hit for 2 each, which is Daedalus and Daedalus. Now everybody's done. Before the Thunder. Draw 3 cards, reveal the top card of the Mystery Shack. It's the Sack of Mystery. Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and Grasshopper Kick. We'll hit Akash for 3. These all wear off because they're only for that turn. Reduce her damage by 1, but that's fine. She's immune to environment damage. Draw a card. Okay, start of turn, Daedalus can discard a card. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to play Matter Collapser. Power number 1, Hoplite Armor. Let's discard a card and play Immortality's Burden. Power 2, Matter Collapser. Draw a card, and we'll hit Akash for... Alright, so it's going to be 2 melee damage, reduces damage by 1. 1 energy damage, reduces damage by 1, no radiant damage. And then I will not draw a card, and he heals 2. The Naturalist is going to Predator's Eye again, but he can't deal damage. Power, let us throw on Gazelle, Environmental Allies, draw a card, and Crocodile wears off. Okay, Alcatraz can do stuff. Let's Casual Fracture. Alcatraz deals a target 4 irreducible melee damage, sucking up these 2 -1s. We'll hit Akash for 5. If there are 2 or more talents in your trash, there are not, destroy a hero ongoing or equipment card and shuffle your trash into your deck. Power, let's go ahead and do Bestower's Lenses again, because that was another talent. We'll throw a +2 on Daedalus, and Alcatraz gets a -2. Draw a card. Start of the environment turn, there are no criminal or employees in play, so destroy that card. And we get the Sack of Mystery instead. End of each player's turn, reveal the top card of their deck. They may put it under this card or replace it. This card leaves play, put each card under it on top of its respective deck. Start of the environment turn, if there are no criminal or employee cards in play, destroy this card. Okay, Akash Mecha hits the highest for 3. That's Daedalus, who takes 2. Arboreal Phalanges number 3, and we no longer have any damage reduction. So, everybody take 2. Naturalist takes 3. Alcatraz got hit. Discard the top card of my deck. That is a talent. Alcatraz deals a target 3 irreducible melee damage. Let's hit Akash for 4, using up his -1s. And there are 2 or more talents in my trash, so I discard 2 cards and shuffle the trash and that card into my deck. And that is Alcatraz's play cycle. Daedalus takes 1. Cricket is doing real good at avoiding that environment damage. And now, okay, now the Naturalist really can't deal damage. The Phalanges hit Daedalus for 2, and Alcatraz Cricket is going to Sonic Amplifier. Let's go ahead and Grasshopper Kick again. Hit Akash for 3, draw a card, and then end of turn, reveal the top card. It's a return pulse, we'll replace that. Start of turn, Daedalus can discard a card. Play that Archimedes failsafe just to be safe. And we will go ahead and Matter Collapser, power 1, draw a card, hit her for 2, 2, and 2. First one's increased to 4, so that's 8 damage. And then power 2, let's Emergency Shunt and draw a card, and we will not draw a second card, and he heals 2. Simple. Alright, the Predator's Eye wears off. I really do not want to use Indomitable Force. I will play Cornered Beast mostly for the sake of playing something. Refresh Gazelle with his power and just draw a card. Alcatraz. We're going to use Unwavering Order. So we'll search his deck for an equipment card, put it into play, shuffle his deck, and use a power. You know what? I'm going to grab the Translator's Lenses. Shuffle that, and we'll use the power on it. Draw up to 2 cards, shuffle X cards from your hand into your deck, where X is the number of talents in your trash. So I get to draw 2 cards for free, and we remove that collection from the game. Now, what is he going to play? Let's do another Casual Fracture. Hit Akash for 4. There are no talents in my trash. Now there's 1. So that means that I could use the Bestower's Lenses. We will give a +1. Let's see, who's not going to be able to deal damage? Either him or Cricket. Let's give a +1 to Daedalus, and a -1 to himself, and draw a card. Oh, I've been forgetting to reveal cards. Yeah, replace that. Put that under there, but then it just goes right back on top. Mystery Set goes away. We get Mirror Maze. Whenever this card will be dealt damage, reduce it to 1. Redirect damage not equal to this card's HP, dealt to other targets to this card. At the start of the environment turn, if there are no criminal or employee cards in play, destroy this card. Okay, that'll be good. Because start of turn, Akash Mecha will hit the mirror for 1. And she plays, oh boy, a Living Rock Slide. Just what we needed. Might actually want to get rid of that. So, end of turn. She tries to hit Alcatraz. She hits the mirror. She tries to hit Cricket. She hits the mirror. She tries to hit the Naturalist and hits the mirror. Actually, let's see. If I'm reducing it by 1 and then reducing it to 1, actually none of those hit. None of these hit because of environmental allies, so she does no damage. The limbs instead hit this for a grand total of 5 damage. Weird. Okay, and then Cricket cannot deal damage. The Arboreal Phalanges hit this for 1. The Arboreal Phalanges hit this for 1 and destroy it. Okay, last Arboreal Phalanges hits Daedalus for 2, and then everybody take 2 projectile damage. Wow. You know what? I'm going to use Calloused Outlook and redirect that 2 damage to Daedalus. He can take it. Let's go ahead and do Voice Mimicry. Let's play the top card of Alcatraz's deck. Oh, the Shamefiller's Lenses. We knew that. Power is Alcatraz deals himself and one other target X irreducible psychic damage, where X is the number of talents in your trash. That target deals itself 2 fire damage. Power, let's go ahead and orchestrate his deck again. That's the Shamefiller's Lenses, so we will put that in his hand. Draw a card. Okay, start of turn. Daedalus can discard a card. I really don't want to do the anti-grav field. Oh, Gravitic Snare can just shut down the Living Rock Slide, so we're going to go ahead and play that. Power 1, Matter Collapser. We will do a grand total of 4 damage to Akash Mecha. Power 2, I guess we'll just Emergency Shunt, which is another card draw. Don't draw another card. Heal 2. Okay, Naturalist will play Natural Form's Power, and then Power add Crocodile. He has +1 damage now. Yes, and we'll play Feral Fury. 2 melee, 2 toxic, becomes 3 and 3 with Cornered Beast, 4 and 4 against Akash Mecha. Draw a card, and Gazelle wears off. Alcatraz is going to play the Firebringer's Lenses. I think he's only got 1 more pair of lenses. X on this card equals the number of talents in your trash, so he deals up to X targets 2 fire damage each, and then X times 2 targets 1 fire damage each. That sounds really nice to me. I have 1 talent, so he'll hit Akash for 1 fire damage, using up that -1, and then he deals 2 targets 1 fire damage each. We'll hit her and the Living Rock Slide. No, let's hit Daedalus instead. He'll suck it. Draw a card. Mystery Shack. Bottomless Pit. Oh boy. This card enters play. Put all non-character cards in play face down under this card. Oh boy. Are these considered in play? They are. Oh, jeepers. Oh no. This is going to be bad. When this card leaves play, put all cards under it into play in a random order. Start of the environment turn, destroy this card. I need to make sure that this goes away before the start of the environment turn. So, the collection is not considered in play. Well, that simplifies her next turn, because she in fact deals no damage, and plays a Rejuvenating Entropy, which does nothing, and then she hits everybody for 2. Naturalist takes 3. Cricket can deal damage again. Wow. Okay, let's do Telescoping Staff. Hit her for a damage, and then think about what I'm getting back. I'll play Silent Stalker off of that, I guess. Draw a card. Alright, Daedalus, you've got a Eureka moment. Let's destroy this environment card. And put all the cards under it into play in a random order. Entomb. This is the problem, is there were 3 Entombs underneath her, and we have to do something about that. Translator's Lenses, and the 3rd Entomb. So we're going to take 12 damage next start of her turn if we don't do something about it. Discard a card. Okay, I can't do anything about that. Power number 1, discard a card, play like son, like father. Power number 2, hit her for 6. Don't draw a card, heal 2. Wow, Naturalist has nothing to play. He will go Gazelle and draw 2 cards. Alright, Alcatraz, please save us. Truthfinder's Lens. Power is destroy an ongoing card for each talent in your trash, so I can get rid of one of those Entombs. Sad face. And now they can come back, which is even worse. Alright, Mystery Shack, how you gonna fuck us up this time? The Grimloblet. First time this card is dealt 2 or less damage each turn, prevent it, and increase the next damage dealt by this card by 1. End of the environment turn, this card deals the hero or resident with the second lowest HP, H melee damage. That's gonna be Naturalist, who takes none. Oh, that's right, yeah. Alright, everybody take 4, and everybody take 4. Including the Grimloblet. Yeah, I'm redirecting one of those to Daedalus. Oh wait, except he's taking full damage. Shit. Naturalist taking 5, reduced to 4, and 5. Wow, at least they both go away. Ensnaring Brambles, that's not what I needed. Everybody take 2. The Grimloblin soaks it and gets a +1. Naturalist is almost dead. On the upside, she gets hit for 7, make that 8 damage. Oh, that's good. The Grimloblin is actually helping us. And then we take damage. Whew, Daedalus gets hit. Naturalist cannot deal damage. He's going to die. Daedalus gets hit again. We will have this one hit the Grimloblin, which only takes 2. Everybody take 2 projectile damage. Grimloblin takes 1. Naturalist is dead. Oh, Daedalus is dead. Shit. Guess I should not have played like father, like son. Cricket is dead. That's really not good. And now Alcatraz cannot deal damage. I hate this. Okay, select the deck and put its top card into play, discard the top 2 cards of the villain deck, or shuffle a card from a trash back into its deck. And let's see if this does anything. Reckless planning, quote-unquote. When a villain card would enter play, you may destroy this card and a lens. If you do, play 3 cards, use 3 powers, or draw 3 cards. That sounds awesome. Each target deals itself 1 fire damage. I like that. One player draws till they have 5 cards in hand, or destroy a non-character hero card. Each target deals itself 1 fire damage. The Grimloblin soaks it and gets a +1 again. He can't hurt himself. Player may draw a card, player may play a card. The environment target with the highest HP deals each non-hero target 2 melee damage. I like that. The Grimloblin will hit Akash for 3, everything else for 2. Oh, and itself, which means it gets another +1. So I could actually have it hit the rock slide for 1 more, if it hits itself first. Okay, on his turn, I am going to search his deck and trash for relic, put it in play, shuffle his deck so he regains 5 HP. He does not have any relics. Shuffle his deck, heal 5. It's not going to save him. Remove that collection from the game. We're going to try our best. Let's set up for failure. One hero may draw a card and or use a power. Alcatraz will use a power to draw a card. He did not draw a talent, so we discard the top card of his deck. It is also not a talent. There are not 2 or more talents in my trash, so nothing happens. Power. This is really unfortunate. Translator's Lenses, draw 2 cards. I'll shuffle a card into his deck and draw a card. Oh boy. Stanford Pines comes out. Can he save us? Probably no. End of the environment turn. The Grimloblin hits him for 4. Start of the environment turn. Oh, this card destroys an anomaly and deals itself 2 psychic damage. No card is destroyed this way. Play the top card of the environment deck. Whenever an anomaly enters play, each hero and resident target regains a hit point. Well, on the upside, Alcatraz can deal damage again for the moment, and Akash Mecha cannot hit him. Primeval Eruption. Okay, this is a good time for reckless planning. Let's destroy the actually the Bestower's Lenses. I don't need that anymore. And I will use 3 powers. So first I'm going to use his base power, and let's try playing a talent. Actually, I take that back. I'm going to play 3 cards. Number 1, Distressed Breaking. Second card, play Sound Shattering. Whenever this card causes a target to be dealt damage, prevent the next damage dealt by that target. Alcatraz deals each non-hero target 1 sonic damage. So he's going to save himself a little bit. Just a little bit. Grimloblin soaks it and gets a +1. Sorry, Stan. Those are all one-offs. There are not 2 or more talents in my trash, so I don't have to deal a hero target 2 sonic damage. Play number 3, Careful Application. Shuffle your trash into your deck. Oh wait, shoot. I didn't think about that. Alcatraz regains a hit point. Draw up to 2 cards or use up to 2 powers on lens cards. Well, shoot. I was hoping I could use a couple of lenses. Yeah, none of that's actually going to help. I guess I will draw 2 cards then. That was the reckless planning. Neither of those are talents. Okay, that was the Primeval Eruption coming into play. So it plays a bunch of stuff, and then it plays a Living Rock Slide. Oh wait, no, I just screwed myself because these guys can't deal any damage. Shit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to Akash Mecha. And yeah, then he basically gets his ass handed to him. First Arboreal Phalanges hits him for 3. I discard the top card of my deck. It is a talent. He deals a target 3 irreducible melee damage. And let's take out that Rock Slide, put it under her. Great, so we're going to avoid a damage. He can't deal damage. He gets hit for 3. The Grim Loblin gets taken out. He can't deal damage. He can't deal damage. Everybody take 2 and we lose. Wow. Let's take a look at the rest of Alcatraz's deck. Unleashed Darkness, one-shot talent. Alcatraz deals each non-hero target X plus 2 infernal damage. X plus 1 players must discard a card. X on this card equals the number of talents in your trash. Instinctive Disarmament. Whenever Alcatraz would be dealt damage by a non-character, non-relic card, destroy that card instead. Then if there are 2 or more talents in your trash, destroy an equipment card and shuffle this card and your trash into your deck. Otherwise, destroy this card. And that's all of it. So yeah, if you want a slightly different take on a setback-like character, there's Alcatraz. His upsides power his downsides, but also his lenses, but there's only so long you can actually keep those downsides around for. So that's all for this one. I'm going to have to rematch her, I guess. You can find Alcatraz Smedry on Arky's Assemblage and the Mystery Shack in Sentinels Gravity Falls decks, and this variant of Daedalus on Walker's Workbench. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks everybody for coming to chat. Had a good time with you. Tabletop Simulator, the Grievous Sentinels Column GLC, Arcus Assemblers, Gravity Falls Sentinels decks, and Walker's Workbench, and all that great games products. Please support the official release and flip! It's a new month? Is it a new month? It is a new month. Oh wow. That's weird when the month ends on a Tuesday.